see. Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ezekiel White, and you are watching Positive Pressure TV. With me, I have Ashley Ryan. And we met at NRB, which is National Religious Broadcasting. I think that's how you say it.
Yes,
Um,
I think.
which is a bunch of people who believe in God and they come together and they just celebrate. It's like the Christian Super Bowl. It's our Super Bowl. Um,
Exactly.
but with me, I have Ashley Ryan. She's a country singer. So if you want to introduce yourself a little more, you can.
First of all, what's up, everyone? Hey, Ezekiel. This is super fun. Yeah, we met at NRB, and I'm a country singer who loves the Lord. And I don't have a lot of Christian music out, but I'm actually in the works of writing some Christian songs, so I'm excited to eventually down the road put them out. But I've been in Nashville since 2017, pursuing country music, and I went to Belmont University for 1 year and then I dropped out because I was like, no, I want to put all this money towards the actual songs and production. So I've been doing it ever since. It's been a wild ride. So I've been loving it.
That's pretty cool. And what got you into country music? Because you could have chose rap. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
you you could have chose any other genre, but you chose country. What attracted you to country music?
That is such a good question. I kind of grew up with everything. I mean, my dad had kind of like the 80s rock and roll. And then my mom was a Shania Twain and Dixie Chicks fan. And then my sister actually she listened to rap. And then my brother was like the metalhead. So we had everything playing in the house. So I think the thing that really got me with country music was it's kind of cliche because everyone says this in this kind of an answer, but the storytelling is unmatched. It's
Yep.
just amazing. I love that. And I actually was drawn as a writer from a young age before I even wanted to sing. And so to me, I've just always fallen in love with really good storytelling, whether it be like poetry or screenwriting of a movie or a good novel. So I was attracted to that at an early age. And so when I first started listening to country music, I just feel like the songs kind of added that layer to a story that I
Yeah.
was reading in books or watching in movies or whatever. So I just thought it was really cool. And I also really love the sound of a fiddle and a
Hmm.
banjo and a steel guitar. You just can't go wrong. So I fell in love with it and I've been doing it ever since.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, country music is that genre of music where you can get, I wouldn't say you get away with everything, but it has that storytelling that it's just like you said, it's unmatched. It's like every other genre of music, it's just music, but country music actually has that. You have to sit down and listen to it. And
Yeah.
country singers actually put a lot into their music videos too to keep the audience attracted. So that's what I
Yeah.
was going to
I love
ask.
it.
What is the process that you go through with your music videos?
Who Honestly, music videos are so fun because I like early on when I was 12, I wanted to
Mhm.
be before like I said, I was attracted to like books and screenwriting and plays and musicals, all that kind of thing. And I wanted to be a film director before I even messed with writing lyrics or anything like that. So, as the years went on at 16 when I started writing songs, that never really left me. And so the thing that I love about acting and film in general is it adds a visual layer to the story that you already know about. You know, when they have like the Twilight books and then they made the
Yeah.
Twilight movies, which we all kind of make fun of now. They were great. But I think I just really enjoy looking at a song, looking at the lyrics, and thinking to myself, what else could we add to the story visually that is not said in the song's lyrics? And it's just one of those things where you can either sit down with an amazing team, kind of like I did, and you kind of just go over the song and you can almost like see it in your head what you want to imagine. And if you have an amazing team and great film crew, it can come to life. So it really just depends on the song and I don't know. I kind of go into the writing room with that same mindset too of like, can I picture this in a music video? And to me, that makes me connect to the song even more. So it's fun.
Yes. Yeah. So I was listening to, well, watching some of your songs, and I definitely, um, you're right. I definitely could understand that because I don't listen to a lot of country music. So
Yeah, that's fair.
when I heard your voice at NRB, And then I was like, first off, she's definitely country. Second, second, I was like, this is just great storytelling all around, and it actually made me want to listen to more country music.
Oh,
Um,
wait, that's awesome.
so,
Okay, cool.
well, the first country artist, he's not really Christian, or I don't know if he believes in God, but his name's
Yeah.
Luke Bryan. But
Oh yeah.
he's noticed all around. But what made you do because a lot of your songs, um, they're positive. A lot they don't have any cuss words. They're
Right.
positive. So what made you want to go that route? Because you could have went the regular culture route where it's talking about
Right.
the regular sex every time and things like that.
Right.
You didn't.
Right.
So what made you just stick to the positive route?
I honestly love that question because I don't really get asked that a lot
Mhm.
in interviews because it is hard to balance faith while being in a, I'm just going to boldly say it, faithless industry. I mean, a lot of
Yes.
people are thanking God on
Mhm.
stage for their acceptance speeches or whatever, but then they're getting drunk
Right.
that night, bringing someone home, you know? So it's like, and
Yep.
also like, what
Yeah.
God? You know what I mean? Like, what God are y'all praying to? Mine's Jesus. But
Yeah.
I think for me, I mean, naturally, I don't really gravitate towards cursing in general. I mean, I don't curse in
Yeah.
general as is. So to me, it doesn't sound intelligent, like not judging other people necessarily if they do it, but if you can tell a great story without using that, I think,
Yeah.
the story can stand alone by itself. But I don't know. I mean, I'm very strong in my faith. I've definitely gotten closer to the Lord, I would say within the past like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I put out songs a couple years before that, and I mean, even before then I didn't really like curse or anything. So I don't know, I think it's just there's certain boundaries that I make on myself to be, in alignment with God. And maybe there's some things that even down the road I might be convicted of like, oh, okay, you know what, I sang that 2 years ago, now I don't really want to sing that song anymore, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So conviction is always, there's always room for the Lord to work.
Yeah.
But I think as of right now, um I don't know, the kind of like like my Hush Little Baby song, protecting your daughter from, an abusive boyfriend. Those are hard subjects, and
Yeah.
I think Christians should tackle them. I don't
Yes.
think we have to be kind of like these G-rated, awkward, like kind of dorky Christians. I think we can be bold because evil is bold, and I think we should be
Yes.
just as bold.
Yes, I definitely do believe that. Like a lot of Christians who make songs and things like that, they think they have to have Jesus's name in every lyric.
Right.
They and that's why a lot of like I listen to a lot of rap music, but a lot of underground rappers and even country singers, whatever, what
Hmm.
they're the ones who you want to listen to because they tell the most truth. But
Yeah.
the more
100%.
famous you get, and if you let it get to your head, it makes you change your perspective, and it makes you
Right.
want to not focus on God more, but try to focus on what the audience wants. And then
100%.
you just put the Christian name in front of it. Um,
Right.
but
Right.
like I could
100%.
be like, I'm a Christian artist, but I only talk about how awesome God is and how
Right.
like I don't talk about any struggles. I don't relate to anybody. So
100%. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that.
what made you pick songs that like relate to the artist? Relate to the audience, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Honestly, I mean, if we're just speaking freely here, I mean, I grew up with an alcoholic father. So
Mhm.
there was just a lot of, I would say there's a lot of drunkenness and screaming and yelling and cursing and just a very unhealthy place for a child to grow up, honestly. But the Lord is sovereign and He is good. And honestly, what the enemy planned for evil, He used it for good. So I'm
Mhm.
honestly thankful for my upbringing because I think it made me more empathetic and aware emotionally of other people, what their struggles are going through. Because honestly, to answer your question, I mean, I really didn't write this for anyone. Like, I
Mhm.
write songs like this for myself, I think, because there's just no other place to put that emotion that I had since I was that little girl kind of dealing with that. And so I wanted to put it into music. That was the only creative outlet. And fortunately, and kind of unfortunately too, I guess, because it's sad that it's
Mhm.
also the reality of so many other people. So a lot of people could relate to it. But I don't know, it's like I said, it's the enemy tries to attack us, especially at a young age, and tries to tear apart the nuclear family. But I think we can use that as ammunition back to him because the Lord is like, hey, actually, you can use that for good. And
Mhm.
I can actually change that in you and make you a powerful songwriter or
Yeah.
storyteller. And so I think music is definitely medicine and it can heal. And so realistically, I write it for myself, but at the same time, I don't have a unique story in the sense that I'm the only person that's ever gone through struggle. I think you could relate to a song that you don't necessarily literally relate to as well. You know, it might even just evoke an emotion in you that's
Yeah.
like, dang, I can feel the pain of that person because I went through this kind of pain, you know? So I
Yeah.
don't know. I think music just connects us all, whether it's rap, country, pop, hip hop, whatever. So I enjoy it.
It is one of those things where it can just evoke emotion to be like Hush Little Baby, for example. You can be like, oh, I don't have children, but when I do, this is exactly
Right.
how I'm gonna act if somebody messes with my child. So
Right.
it's hilarious because when I listen to certain music, I don't necessarily go through that, but it does invoke an emotion um,
Hmm.
that is not usually there, but it's pretty cool at the same time. But it also shows you that you need self control because some
Yeah.
songs can put you into a place that's not necessarily good.
Mm.
Um, but
True.
when you're writing your music, what is like because some artists go through writer's block and things like that. So when you're writing your music, how do you not get stuck?
Oh, I mean, it happens for sure. No, there's definitely moments where I'm in the writing room and it's just one of those days where it could be literally with co-writers you've written tons of songs with that you've released, but you know, we're all people living real lives out here, you know, having
Yeah,
everyday struggles and everyday problems, and sometimes you just have moments of life where, you know, you don't just stop because hard things are happening. But at the same time, when you're trying to be creative, sometimes it's like, I can't write a song right now. I'm just not in the headspace. So I don't know. It really just depends. And I've had a couple of those too, where it's like, you know what? Let's just write a dumb song today. Like, let's just have fun with it, not
yeah,
overthink the lyrics. Let's make it goofy. Let's laugh. You know, that kind of dumb, like humorous kind of thing. And so I mean, I've done that a ton. And you know what? Sometimes the song doesn't get finished, or sometimes it does, and it's not a song you would release. But maybe it's a song that you just needed to write in that moment. So I don't know. I mean, everyone goes through writer's block because if you
yeah.
think about it, it's kind of weird that we schedule creativity. I mean, think about that. That's actually kind of wild. But I mean, that's the formula. That's what happens. So yeah, it definitely happens though.
Yes, a lot because a lot of fans they because so me being having a TV network and I talk to artists all the time. Now I used to not understand why it takes 3 years to kind of make one song, um,
It can for
but
sure.
now I definitely do. So what do you say to the fans or to just people in general who don't understand the process of making a song?
Ooh, what would I say to the fans? I think that you know, I don't know. I almost feel like fan interactions with your music. I think depending on the song too, because there's silly songs, there's easy like listening songs, and then there's songs like my Hush Little Baby song that are a little bit more, a lot more intense and are saying something really big and powerful. Um, and so I think when people interact with those songs, those are the songs that they're crying to. Those are the songs that they're, you know, I mean, I've gotten so many messages of women saying, "Hey, I left my abusive boyfriend because I heard this song." You know, and so when I hear things like that, and then when I think of your question, it's like I would just tell that person like I see you, you know, like when we're writing songs, like I said, a lot of my songs I write just from my own experiences, but you know, we do still think of the audience in mind. Who is the audience for this song versus this song versus this song, you know? So I think it's more so in their reaction to it, and it's just crazy how it connects so many different people of different backgrounds, different countries, different cultures, but we can all share a unique bond with music. And so I don't know, I think it's just we have fun in the writing room and seeing people connect to the songs. I mean, that's the most important part of it that we're always thinking about when we're writing the song.
Yeah, yeah, you were completely right. I think a lot of fans like doing asking more questions like that will make the fans understand what really goes into making music, um,
Yeah,
things like that. And you gave the best answer. um,
I
um,
try. No, thank
um,
you.
so I don't want to say the music industry is all over the place right now, but so I'm just gonna say you do
Yes.
music. I don't know if you want me to say that you're in the music industry, but. Um, what is your what keeps you positive when I don't know if I'm right, but the temptation to go full secular is there.
Mm,
when the enemy tries to tell you, oh, well, you'll make a lot more money if you just
right.
follow the regular steps of Hollywood and things like that. So
Yeah.
what motivates you to stay on the right side?
Ooh, I mean, honestly, I don't even say this in an arrogant way, but I really just feel like I would rather fail and have the Lord than succeed and have the devil.
Yeah,
So when you say secular, I guess like my instinct immediately, I started thinking of like, because country music is technically secular. It's not
yeah,
always about God
yeah.
necessarily. But then you have secular where it's like you're dressing a little promiscuously, you're,
That's what
dancing a certain way. Yeah. So I can appreciate that. Honestly, that's just not me. Like
I.
I don't know. I'm kind of under the impression that if that's what it takes to succeed, especially as a female, then how awesome will it be if I succeed not doing any of that? Because that will
Yeah,
prove that it was the Lord, that it wasn't anything I could do. So I don't know. That's kind of my mindset on it. I'd rather have the Lord bless my steps than have, I'd rather have a blessing than a curse, if that makes sense.
yes. And yeah, that's definitely true. I want other people to know out there that sometimes it is better to keep your who you really are versus just chasing the money.
Right.
So whatever you feel in there and whatever you feel through your music, just follow that. Follow your passion. Don't change just because somebody offered you a couple of $1,000
Right.
to
Right.
make the most awesome music video. Sometimes you have to start with the bootleg music video with your $100 camera.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Sometimes
Those are the best.
and sometimes those are the videos and the music that relate to people the most. Um,
100%.
so what is your when it comes to writing process? Is it better that for you to drop an EP, or do you like dropping albums? Because I know not every artist likes dropping albums and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because I know it's so weird too, because the industry standard is always changing. So I know for a while everyone was really big on releasing singles, and then people were like, well, now we like projects, but not too big of a project, do EPs or do like a full blown album. I don't know. I'm kind of I have like the independent mindset of just put out what you feel like putting out.
Mm-hmm.
And I've put out an EP before. I do plan on releasing an EP again some point this year. I don't know when, honestly.
Oh, you
I
heard it
feel like
here,
if I
guys.
knew.
Let me
Yeah,
stop.
let's go. No idea when, but I think this year for sure. But yeah, it kind of just depends. I think when it comes to projects and not just like a little single that you're putting out, I think that they need to be intentional. So I think instead of just putting like six of your favorite songs out, like do they correspond with each other? And what is this like EP? It's almost like a timestamp. Like what does this EP or album represent in your life? Like what is this time period that as the artist I'm taking people to? And
Yeah,
so I don't know, not every song can do that. And it depends on the project. Is it more of an emotional kind of like singer songwriter acoustic vibe? Or is it like just six fun, upbeat songs? Which to me, those are more like singles. I think the more emotional, raw storytelling, less
yeah,
vague, less radio, but, more storytelling lyrics. I think those are the EPs, in
yeah,
my opinion. So I don't know. I think, and it's different for everyone, but I would say that's probably my take.
yeah. Yes. Yeah, I've noticed that too. A lot of artists like I listen to this Christian rapper, his name's NF. But
Yes, I love
he
NF.
so he was actually saying in one of his songs how he feels like dropping 4 songs, which is 4 or 5 songs, which is an EP. He
Hmm.
would rather do that because he relates it to himself more than dropping a whole
Oh, that's
album.
cool.
So dropping
Yeah.
the whole album to him is more for the fans. And um,
Ooh,
things
I like
like
that.
that. So they'll listen to more, but the EP is more him. Uh,
Yeah,
so
I like
I'm
that.
just gonna track back to the writer's block thing because I had another question on that. So with this generation of AI and things like
Oh,
that,
the worst.
do you think it benefits artists, or would you rather just not use it?
AI is one of those things where have you seen the movie I, Robot? Like
Yes.
honestly, I feel like Will Smith was trying to tell us something. I really think that robots are going to just try to kill us one day, but anyway, that's besides the point. Story for another time. No, I mean, like anything else, and it's hard because it's just technology is advanced in such a way that we're the first generation to really see it like this, but I think it's a tool like anything else. I mean, if someone's coming to me in the writer room, they're like, "Hey, I just chat GBT'd a chorus lyric," I'd be like, "Okay, bro, like delete all of that, and we're not using that."
Oh
You
my
know, like
god.
that's just dumb. Like, don't
Mhm.
replace your creativity. But I think if it, because I know there's actually, have you heard of those Suno tracks that you could,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, so there is that where I mean I've used that just for demo purposes where I'll
Yeah.
have the song recorded. Like I'll record myself singing it with the guitar. All the lyrics were something I wrote. And then I'll upload it and I'll just like, hey, like make this like bluegrass or make it country or make it a little bit more rock. And it kind of helps me get an idea, like sonically speaking, of where I would take it in the studio. So
Yeah.
that's nice. But I mean, if it's replacing things for you, like if it's creating your melodies for you, if it's writing songs, writing lyrics for you, creating chord progressions for you, I don't know. I feel like that at that point, it's like, does AI need to be given writer credit? What are
Yeah.
the legal parameters of that? It's freaky. I don't
Y-
know. It's
y-
weird.
Yeah, I do feel like it takes away from the well, what music is supposed to be, which is you sitting down in
Yeah.
the studio or sitting down at your house and writing songs. Um,
Yeah.
and AI just makes it, I don't know if I would say too easy, but too easy. I don't know.
I
It
mean, it
just makes
does.
it like
Yeah.
you can literally type in a topic and then say, write me 8 verses about this
Right.
topic. And then there's your song. But
Yeah. It could be abused for
you can
sure. And it
kind of
totally
tell that
is.
it's not you. You can kind of tell that it's not you writing the lyrics.
Yeah.
Um, and because I've tried
100%.
it before, so I'm coming out with a couple songs, but they're Christian
Let's
and
go.
um, and it's an EP. But I did the Suno thing that you were talking about,
Yeah.
and it does help. It definitely does help, but it's nothing like writing your own lyrics and you're able to say it's your lyrics, then typing
Yeah.
them in Chat GPT and then hoping for the best.
Right.
And then if you don't
Right.
say, "Oh, write Christian lyrics," you're gonna have a lot of cuss words in your song. It's robots, AI. So don't expect it to automatically think it's Christian lyrics. Um,
Right.
but how many days does it usually take you to make a music video
Oh, a music
or
video?
hours?
Oh. Or an album, is that what you said?
No, hours.
Oh,
Hours or
hours.
days.
Got you. Man, it depends. Like the Hush Little Baby one, that one was way more acting,
Yeah.
very acting heavy, and I mean, we actually I think we only used one location for that because that's also a thing too. If you have multiple locations, but
Yeah.
that I believe took 18 hours, so we were all absolutely bonkers exhausted at
Oh
the
my
end of
god.
it. But I would say I have another one too. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it. I have a song called Wrong Post, and we have a music video out for that one. That one took, I want to say, like 11, 12 hours.
Wow.
It was a lot less extensive, like Hush Little
Yeah.
Baby was, and less
Yeah.
intense. But yeah, I mean, usually it takes a full day. I mean, at least. Because
Yeah.
I've had some where it's like we go to different locations same day. I don't honestly, I don't think I've ever filmed a music video in multiple days. I think we've done one day every time.
Oh wow. Okay,
Unless
pro.
I'm
I see
mistaken,
you,
but
pro. You're a professional. I see. Let me
oh, I was dying at the end of
Oh
it. I
my
was so
god.
tired. And I
Yeah,
make
because
sure
you
I
don't.
don't book anything after that too. I'm like, no one talked to me for like 4 days. I'm in recovery mode.
Oh my gosh. Now I know the next interview we book. I know if you say no, not right now, it's because you just filmed the
I just
music.
filmed a music video. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
learned that the hard way because I've had to cancel things where I'm like, okay, yeah, I could do a 10 a.m. right in Nashville.
And then you're
No, I'm dead, guys. Sorry. I will not be of use today.
oh my
Uh,
god. So how did you find out about NRB?
NRB, actually, that was super random, ironically enough. So I was at the B&H booth, as you know,
Yes.
and I have a friend who does she does modeling, but she has this agency that hired her for gigs like that, where you're kind of like the model in front of the cameras and everything that they're
Mhm.
selling. And so I think someone couldn't make it. And so my girl Chelsea is her name. She booked me. She actually reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I heard that you sing country music. I like your voice. I just looked you up. Would you like to kind of model for this agency for a few days at the convention?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." And so I actually had my friend Kaylin as well come as well. She's a singer after
Oh
me.
yeah, I saw her too. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and it was fun because I honestly didn't really know what it was. Like to me, it was just a singing gig. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then she told me it was a Christian convention, and I was like, "Well, that's awesome. I love the Lord, so
Yeah.
cool." And so I was just checking out all the booths and everything, and I don't know, it was just kind of cool to see a lot of Jewish people and Christians like just all hanging out together and in
Yeah.
harmony, and it was really neat. So I enjoyed it. It was fun.
That's why I said the NRB is like our Christian Super Bowl because
Yeah,
it's the one time that you are around people alike and that believe in the Lord and you're not feeling convicted for believing in the Lord.
yeah,
Because a lot of times you go outside of the world and you see people struggling, but you are fearful to go pray for them because you don't know if they believe. Um,
yeah,
and nowadays, you with everything going on, it's like you can't. They say you have freedom of speech, but it only comes to regular people, not people who believe. So
right,
um,
right.
that's just yeah, that's how it is. Sadly,
It's unfortunate. It is.
it very much is. So that's why I said we need to have more conventions like NRB where people of God can come together and just have fun. I
Yeah.
mean, it was kind of like it was like networking, but it was kind of like a Christian party type thing because
No, it really was.
there was
It
artists
was cool too
interviews.
because there's a lot of people too that aren't Christian that go
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Surprisingly enough, people that work with a lot of these organizations in these
Mhm.
booths. I mean, technically, the booth I was at, they were Orthodox Jewish
Yes.
people, and so, but most of the people that were actually working it, I mean, some of them were agnostic, atheist.
Mhm.
Maybe there was one Christian, but a lot of people that work aren't actually the same
Yeah.
religious affiliation as the booth that they're working in. So
Yeah.
it could be also an opportunity, to talk about the Lord with people, talk about Jesus, and
Yep, and that's the thing.
start conversation.
So other religions. Oh my gosh, can't speak.
Religion. I love it.
That countryside is coming to me. But
Religion.
yeah, other religions, we all have a part of the truth about the Bible. We're all trying to seek the truth. So
Mhm.
that's why, like I said before, NRB is just a way we all come together and we talk and we have debates and we have fun and
Yeah, I love it.
we meet a lot of amazing artists like yourself and things like that.
Oh, so sweet.
Um, so what when you're making, I keep going back to the music video because I just love music videos so
No,
much.
I love it. I
Um,
love it. Yeah.
but when you're finding actresses can't speak
Religion. Actors.
actresses and actors for your music videos, what's the process behind that?
Honestly, I don't even handle that because all
Oh,
the videos that I've had, I've been very blessed that I've had a team I've been working with. Not a crazy big team, but it really helps. The village. It takes a village, and it certainly does. So I've been blessed in the sense that a lot of the directors I've worked with, they actually have actors and actresses that they kind of with most of their projects they kind of funnel through and use sporadically. So it was really easy. All you got to say is like, okay, we need 10 males, 10 females, we need 4 dancers, whatever they need, they'll get it. So, and you can also have your friends and family be in it.
yeah,
So that's always a thing too. It's
that's
fun.
pretty cool. I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of music videos where I can tell they just didn't feel like doing auditions, so they just casted their family members. I could just
100%.
because
Yes.
that's another thing with artists when you're doing music videos and you're trying to find people doing auditions is hard. It's definitely hard because you got to make sure that the
Yeah.
actor is their heart is in the right place and they're not just trying to mess up your music video. Because then
Right.
that's when you have to kick them off set. Um,
Right. Luckily, I've
but
not had to do that. But
I'm
yes,
happy. That was actually going to be my next question. Have you ever had to do that?
you're like
Uh,
spill the tea.
yeah. So in situations like uncomfortable situations like that, um, how do you go about it? Not just kicking people off set, but being I don't know, like truthful with yourself. How do you go about that?
Mhm.
Like with music?
Well, I mean, in terms of like actors or music videos, stuff like that, I've been blessed that I've worked with really awesome people.
Yeah.
But I will say it is the industry itself. I mean, the music industry, it is a very hard industry. I mean, there is so much pressure, and I can only really speak to the female side of it because I ain't a man. But I know men experience a lot of this too. It's a really hard industry to break because there's a lot of noise, and there's a lot of people that promise a lot of things and have a lot of money, and they say they're going to do X, Y, and Z, but then they don't. And then you end up being owned, and none of those promises were kept. So I think from a female perspective, it can be very challenging when, there's kind of this undertone of like, hey, don't get married, don't have kids, be
Yeah.
single because, sex sales kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
And that can, I mean, honestly, men kind of deal with that too. There are labels that tell their male artists that they need to break up with their girlfriends. I mean, things like that happen. They're
yeah,
real. So it's, I mean, I don't know. At that point, I think you have the wrong team. I don't care if they're a major label, it's the wrong team. And
yeah,
that is not where the Holy Spirit is present. So
yeah,
absolutely not. I think you have to just stay true to yourself, but be true to your convictions, because you even mentioned earlier, I mean, it is hard to go up to a stranger and pray for them because your heart is pure gold, but you don't want them to feel uncomfortable. And there's this like awkward balance of trying to
mhm,
be righteous and do as the Lord says, but also like you don't want to be the reason you push people from God, because that's like even worse. But I don't know. I mean, being a Christian in today's society means you're going to rub people wrong,
yeah,
not intentionally. You should still be kind, calm, and collected, but your convictions are going to make people angry. And they're
yep,
supposed to, because Jesus said, don't fear because they hated me first. So
yes,
I think we just have to remember how good we have it too. Because I mean, the early apostles were being martyred for their faith. And
yes,
then you
definitely.
think about it, it's like, I'm afraid to go pray for that person. But
Mhm,
Peter got crucified upside down.
yeah,
Nah, I can do this. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I think just being true to the Lord and realizing that He's the one we worship, not people.
yeah,
Because Satan, another way, he gets us to not be fulfilling what we're capable of under the Lord's promises is he tries to convince us that we're weak. And really, He's the one that's weak. We have the same spirit that rose Christ from the dead.
yes.
So sit down, Satan.
Preach,
Sit
sister, preach.
down.
Stop.
Yeah, welcome to my sermon. Let's
Oh my gosh, that
Sorry,
is
I feel like I
hilarious.
was talking and then Holy Spirit was like, "No, you be quiet. I'm talking now."
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, that's usually how it goes when you're talking and you're making good points. God's like, let me take over real quick.
The Lord's like, "You're gonna stop right there. I'm coming in."
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, so how do you when you're making music? So most of the music videos and songs that I've listened to you so far, you've
Hmm.
the singles, you're doing it by yourself. But how do you do features? Like how do you pick features if you do them at all? I don't know.
Oh, like with another artist?
Yes, yeah.
I've actually never done one.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
no, I would love to. It's kind of hard to get a feature, I think, unless you know the person.
Mhm.
So I mean, there have been a couple people that we've tried to get features with, but I think they were doing different projects at the time, or there's also like a clout level where it's like
Yeah.
this person might not feel like they want to sing with me, not for like bad purposes, but just sometimes it's like they want to sing with people maybe on their level or whatever. So that's fine. But I don't know. I've never had a feature. I would love to down the
All right,
road.
come
Let's
on,
go.
Toby Mac. Ashley Ryan featuring Toby
Let's
Mac. Let's go.
go.
Let's go. We gotta make it happen. I'm gonna scream. I'm a hashtag under this interview and be like hashtag Toby. Toby.
Hashtag I love
Hash,
it. Or NF. Let's go, man.
yes,
My first rap
hashtag Toby
song.
Mac. Actually, that wouldn't be bad. You and NF. Now that I think about
I'll do it, man. I would love to.
it, that
I
would
grew
not
up on
be bad.
everything. That'd
So,
be fun.
this is the last question, and then well, kind of went over time, but well,
We're hanging now.
it's
We're
okay.
hanging
We're
out.
hanging out. So what is your favorite music or song that you've ever wrote? I'm gonna speak one day. I promise you. I'm gonna speak. What's your favorite music video or song that you've ever written?
First of all, Ezekiel, words are hard. So I
Yes,
completely understand
it's
the
been
amount
three
of
times.
interviews. No, the amount of interviews that I literally can't speak English whatsoever. I'm like, you know what, interviewer, you need to accept me the way I am because I can't
Yes,
speak.
it
And it is
sounds.
what it
Yeah.
is. No, you're all good. That's so funny. You're excited. That's the thing. You're
Yes.
excited. My favorite song I've ever written. I feel like that changes all the time, but I actually do. I'm just gonna say this song because it's the first thing that came to my mind when you asked that. So this might change in a week, who knows? But there is a song and it is not released yet. I actually plan to release it in my little EP I was telling you about earlier,
Mhm.
sometime this year. We'll see. But it is actually called Wild Horses.
Oh wow.
And I wrote it, I want to say like 2.5 years ago when I was super depressed about music because my career was just stagnant and I was just the most stressed I'd ever been, most confused about every facet of my life, really. I mean, I was full blown depressed, if I'm being honest. I was just like, Lord, I don't know what you want me to do. But I actually wrote that song at like 2 in the morning. It just wrote itself in like 20 minutes. And it's all, I don't have the lyrics with me right the second to like share, but it's essentially kind of a song to myself saying, hey, don't give up. I'm not going to let the darkness take over me. I'm going to keep running like the wild horses, is essentially kind of like the hook of the song.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, it's just about kind of the first verse kind of talks about, I wish they would have told me when I was younger that how hard the world really is.
Mhm.
And then the second verse kind of goes into now that I'm older,
Yeah.
I know better. I'm not going to waste my time on frivolous things. I'm not going to hone in on all my mistakes. I'm not going to go places where I know I don't belong. I'm going to be wise now. So it kind of follows this storyline of I was naive as a child in the first verse, but now second verse, I'm wiser. I've experienced hardship, and now my faith is refined, and now I know what to do with that. And I'm still facing hardship, but I have a better outlook. I'm not naive anymore. Now I'm even stronger and bolder in my faith. And so, and it actually doesn't talk about the Lord at all.
Yeah.
It's like the book of Esther, not even mentioning God. It's it's not even a Christian song per se, but
Yeah.
it's just I'm not gonna let the darkness win. Essentially, I'm gonna keep running. I'm
Yes.
going through a wilderness season, but I'm gonna keep running.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. Your trauma and your the things that you go through in life will definitely make you more mature and make you more wiser,
Right.
and things like that in life. Because it's definitely done it for me. Because my life wasn't
Mhm.
perfect, of course. No, I'm
Mhm.
just kidding, guys. I'm perfect. I don't make no mistakes. Um,
You heard it here.
I don't make no mistakes at all. But it definitely does make you wiser. I'm only 21. I act like I'm 60, but
What? Okay, I did not know that. You are very mature for your age.
yes, I'm only 21, and I've definitely was like,
Good for
yeah,
you, man.
the
That's
the the
awesome.
the Hollywood realm is not for me. So I'm just going to run to God at a young age, and being younger and running to God, the enemy is like it goes back and forth because I have my struggles every day, but
Hmm.
the enemy is like, oh, I'm gonna get him one day, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you're not. You think you are, but
I love it. Yeah.
but you're not, because it's the enemy always tries to attack the youth and the young people
100%.
and things like that. So I want to be, so when I do more interviews like this, and when I am a part of Good View Network, and when I go to more conventions like NRB, it actually motivates me because I do see a lot of young people who
Yeah.
have been through struggles and they're mature from it. So yeah, that's it does just I wouldn't say it beats you up into maturity, but it definitely convicts you
Yeah.
to grow up a little faster. And sometimes growing up faster is good and bad. But
Yeah.
so
It's
this,
got its
yeah,
blessings and its curses.
yes, it definitely does. It's like I didn't really get to. I had a bad childhood, but I kind of don't regret it. But
Yeah, like wouldn't do it again. Wouldn't go back.
yes, yes,
but but thank you, Lord.
because you learn a lot of lessons that
You
you
do, yeah.
like. If you didn't go through that stuff, or God didn't let you go through that stuff, I feel like I probably would have went Hollywood, and
Honestly,
would
yeah,
have
I'm
would
with
have
you on
been
that.
doing interviews with people like Jay-Z and just and stuff like that. But I decided I'm gonna stay humble.
Jay-Z.
I'm gonna I'm gonna stay humble, and I'm just gonna go the God route. And I'm not even gonna say Christian route. I'm just gonna say God route. I'm gonna go the God route. But
Right.
this song by Ashley Ryan is called "Hush Little Baby." So it's the lyric video. If you want to check out the music video, you can. But yeah, so the lyrics, like I said, it's not like it's Jesus in every lyric, but you'll get the
Mhm.
concept of the song. And if you are one of those sensitive Christians, this show isn't for you. Okay, that topic.
Cut. I love it.
Just end it there. Just end
You're
it
like, okay,
there.
bye. Screen goes black.
So this song is called "Hush Little Baby." Enjoy, even though there's a whole process, but enjoy.
Enjoy it.
Little baby, don't you cry. Your mama's got a 12 gauge held up high. And if that boy ever breaks your heart, I'll send him where the moon meets and kisses the stars. He's messing with my baby, and I ain't gonna tell him twice. If you come home crying, kiss a Chevy and these matches goodbye. You're coming out gentle, something like a preacher's daughter. Father, the same can't be said for me. Thanks to your Father, 'cause I know it's kinda like the back of my hand. Just 'cause he's a male don't make him a man. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Your mama's got a 12-gauge hair to cry. And if that boy ever breaks your heart, I'll send him where the moon meets and kisses the stars. I count my blessings, count these shells. It'll only take one shot to bring him down. Better treat you right, 'cause if he don't, the Lord's gonna call him home. Keep his eyes open. The very last thing he'll see is me standing with a shovel, burying 6 foot deep. Hush, little baby, don't be scared. We'll lay him next to Daddy in the graveyard there. Yeah! Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Your mama's got a 12-gauge hair high. And if that boy ever breaks your heart, I'll send him where the moon meets and kisses the stars. Count my blessings, count these shells. It'll only take one shot to bring him down. Better treat you right, 'cause if he don't, the Lord's gonna call him home. Oh, the Lord's gonna call him home. So tonight before you go to sleep, pray to the Lord my soul to keep.
Everybody, this was an amazing interview. And I thank Ashley Ryan for joining us. This is Positive Pressure TV. Was there anything else that you wanted to say?
Okay, so I didn't technically hear what Ezekiel said, but I think the vibe was, thank you, Ashley, for coming on. Is there anything else you want to share?
Yes. Yes.
First of all, thank you so much, Ezekiel, for having me. This was awesome. You asked such awesome, intentional questions. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you guys can find me on all things Ashley Ryan Music. And then my website is ashleyRyanOfficial.com. And I got some new music coming out. So stay tuned. I'll keep y'all posted on that and all my socials.
All right.
I used to have fun on the weekend, sing along with the band, then sleeping. No plans, no reason, just being. So be it. Then you came along and you wrecked my plans. I can't wait to tell all my friends all about my happy end since we ended. Dang, if this hasn't been the worst year of my life, and it's all your fault. It's all your fault. Yeah, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. For all the wasted time I can't undo. Thank you, baby, for the worst 52 Sundays with you. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Now it's sunrise coffee in the morning, blocking your number so it don't ring. Finally back in the church, band singing hallelujah, I'm free